Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you are arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pre-trial release which will be imposed upon you. I'll also determine today whether you'd like the assistance of the public defender, whether you'd like to represent yourself, or whether you'd like to hire a private attorney. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or a counsel know who you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Put your hands down. Come forward as I call your name. Brittany Carter. Good morning. Can I have your date of birth?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
11/2/98.
All right. You are here today for possession of marijuana, possession of a drug with no intent to sell, and possession of paraphernalia. All three of them together have a combined amount of $2,500. I do see that you were arrested over the weekend on a battery, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. You bonded out on that battery, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you picked these up, was it the same day?
Yes.
Okay.
I was called.
All right. Were you appointed a public defender on the battery?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want the public defender
Well,
in this case?
I don't know if it was. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Your Honor. I'm not sure if I was appointed one, but I was asked if I wanted one, and I said yes.
Okay. And do you want a public defender in this case as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll appoint you a public defender. There's probably, hold on, don't say anything, because I don't want you to say anything that could be getting yourself into more trouble. Would we both agree that you're already in enough trouble? We can agree to that, right? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, you were caught with some drugs and drug paraphernalia and things like that, which indicates to all of us that there may be a drug problem here that we need to address, and we all understand that. And the public defender is going to look into that. But at this time, there's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you were out on bond. Because of that, I'm going to recommit you on the battery. You bonded out, but that's not going to matter anymore. I'm going to hold you in custody until you resolve that case because you violated your bond conditions, okay? So you're not getting out.
No.
You're not getting out right now. You're not getting out.
Okay.
We're going to set you for a court date on September 18th at 9 o'clock in the morning. That is not the same date that your other case is set for. You're going to have two separate court dates now. But the jail will help keep track of everything and make sure that you show up to each. A public defender will be out to see you soon. You're going to be RCO'd on the case that you're arrested for over the weekend. I don't have a case number for that yet, but the clerk's going to supplement the file with it. And the bonds on this case are going to be $5,000 each, okay? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Jason Kirkpatrick.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Can I have your date of birth? Date of birth.
5/18/76.
All right. You are here today because you failed to appear in front of Judge Toner on July 29th for a trafficking charge, selling or possessing a vehicle with altered numbers, a driving a suspended driver's license, and possession of paraphernalia. Total bond amount that he has given you is $132,000. We're going to keep those bonds the same. Did you have the public defender's office representing you?
I have a private attorney that's supposed to be there.
Okay. Who is it? Who is it?
Dino Michaels.
Okay. Dino Michaels. Hold on. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about the facts of your case, okay? I don't want you to get in trouble.
Had Mr. Brown filling in for him the day that this happened.
Okay. Mr. Brown, are you filling in today? No.
We didn't know nothing about it. My boyfriend sent you a letter and everything.
Nobody sent me a letter because it's not my case.
It was supposed to be sent to the
Okay,
judge's office.
listen, your attorney's going to be advised what happened. You can call your attorney, let them know what happened. Your next court date is going to be September 25th, but your lawyer needs to get you back in front of Judge Toner by September 25th or earlier to try to figure this out, okay? But for right now, I'm keeping the bonds the same, and I'll indicate that you have private counsel representing you. All right, thank you. Takova Casilla.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
October 15, 1980.
All right. You are here today for a battery charge. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Okay. I'll play the public defender's office. State any record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I have an address for you. Let's see, on Decatur Ave in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am. Decatur.
Decatur. How long have you lived there?
Yeah, my grandmother's residence all my life.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What kind of work do you do, sir?
I work for Walmart Distribution.
Okay. All right, I need to order that you have no contact with Miss Flowers, okay? Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email. Do not have anyone else call her, write her, email her. Do not go near her residence or wherever she may be employed or go to school. There's no text messaging, no social media, nothing until you're told that you can do differently by a judge, okay? I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file any paperwork against you. We need to know where to serve you. So if you do get served any paperwork, you want to read it very carefully to be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her until you have a hearing, okay? You have the public defender's office. We're going to see you back in court September 18th at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to set your bond on this case at $100, and we'll see you back to court then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Juan Jansen? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth, please?
October 19, 1963.
All right, so you are here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. I see you have private counsel representing you.
Yes,
I'll note
ma'am.
that for the record and state, is there any prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. In 1993, there was a battery. Then in 1986, there was another battery and obstruction. Those are the only priors.
Were those juvenile cases?
They don't indicate that they are 1963, so I don't think so.
Okay.
Your Honor, Jimmy Brown.
Your attorney is here, sir. Mr. Brown, would you like to be heard on that?
Yes, ma'am. If the court please, Mrs. Jansen is present. She's requested permission to address the court. She's asking the court to change the no contact to no violent contact. She is a nurse. Mr. Jansen is a firefighter. There was, as the court received from the PC affidavit, there was alcohol involvement in this. I would have no objection to the court, although Mrs. Jansen didn't request it. I would have no objection if the court did change from no contact to no violent contact, that the court include a provision for not to drink or not to drink to excess, certainly. But she is requesting that the court set bond at a low amount. She had asked to be heard directly, but that is the substance of her request.
Okay. Well, considering, two things. Considering his 2 prior batteries, and the facts and circumstances in this case, I would not lift the no contact at this time. However, with regard to bond, typically in a case like this, I would do a $100 bond based on his prior record and that they were so long ago. And I don't see any reason to do anything different than here for the $100. But with regards to no contact, what I typically do at first appearance, when people come in and want to lift the no contact, I'm not going to do it today. What I need her to do first is talk to somebody, a victim witness coordinator with the state attorney's office or someone at the Dawn Center or somebody, to make sure that she understands her rights, to make sure that she has a safety plan, to make sure that she has all the information in front of her. And then I'm fine with a week later, or as soon as you can get in front of me or Hitson or whoever has the case, to do a motion to lift the no contact.
Yes, ma'am. I'll set it up as quick as possible. And for the court's benefit, the reason for the request in part is that she works shift work as a nurse, he works shift work as a firefighter. They have 2 children, so they're trying to rotate. Would the court clarify so that in the event that she is at work, that he can have access to the children and the house and vice versa? So
Yeah, so just be no contact between the 2 of them. They can use a third party if we want to do that to arrange any type of
Yes.
scheduling with the children.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a third party, either you or someone in their family to work out some type of visitation schedule with the kids until we can get everything else figured out and until I make sure that she's safe.
Thank you.
Okay, Leah? Okay. All right, so Mr. Jansen, that means you're not to have any contact with Leah at this time, okay? So don't go anywhere near her, don't call, don't write, don't call, don't write, don't email. You're allowed right now to have third-party contact only for purposes of child rearing. I wouldn't talk about the case right now with her until you hear any differently from a judge. So no email, text messaging, or any other contact with her, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't suppose, I'm supposed to hold till 4, but it doesn't sound like there'll be any type of civil case
There's
at
not
this
here.
point. Okay. Ms. Jansen, do you plan on filing any type of civil paperwork against Mr. Jansen's today? Okay. So I will not do you have any reason that you would like me to hold him in court till 4 today? No. Okay. So I won't do the hold till 4 based on the facts and situations. The no contact stays, and the bond is going to be $100. And we'll see you back to court on September 18th at 9 a.m., okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. And for business may be excused.
Have a good day, Ms. Brown. Michael Green?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. February 1st, 1987.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you are here today for a grand theft. Your bond amount is $2,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. We also have a deal in stolen property, a bond amount of $2,000, and defrauding a pawnbroker, bond amount of $2,000. I found probable cause for each of those. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
I'm not sure how it works in the state of Florida. I work. Can I still be public defender?
Well, right now, it'll be a provisional appointment, so I can provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you, and then there's going to be some paperwork for you to fill out in order to get their appointment.
Well, I would like to hire an attorney, man. This is a crazy case. This is my fiance that we're talking about the situation.
Okay, I'll put in that you will hire a private attorney.
Thank you, ma'am.
Date?
Your Honor, he has quite a bit of history out of different states, so if the court will bear with me a bit. June, disorderly conduct. 2018, there was, let's see, there was a criminal possession.
Yes, ma'am. I went to a...
Okay, Mr. Green, we were doing so well. Don't say anything. I'm asking the state attorney a question, and she's answering it. No one's asking you a question. Right now. Stop speaking, ma'am.
Yes, in 2018, it looks like this might still be pending, a robbery and criminal possession of a weapon. That was from November. 2016, criminal possession of a controlled substance. 2016, criminal possession of a controlled substance. These are all listed as convictions. 2016, criminal possession of controlled substance. 2016, criminal mischief with intent to damage property. 2015, assault, third degree with intent to cause physical injury. 2013, criminal contempt. And those are the ones out of New York. Now, out of Vermont, we have a September of 2018 DUI that does not have a disposition. 2012 DUI, careless operation of a motor vehicle. 2011 retail theft. 2011 failed to appear in court, driving on a suspended license, violation of conditions of release. 2011 disorderly conduct. 2010 petty theft. 2009 driving on a suspended license, failure to appear. 2008 driving on a suspended license. 2006 it looks like minor consumption of alcohol, a failure to appear, or allowing a minor to drink alcohol. I believe that's not clear. 2006, sale or furnishing alcohol to a minor, failed to appear for court. 2005, minor consumption of alcohol, failed to appear for court. 2004, retail theft. Those are all out of Vermont. And then there's a note that says the defendant has failed to appear at court proceedings as is evidence.
All right, Mr. Green, I have an address for you on Swordfish Lane in Spring Hill. Is that where you live, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. May I know the minutes?
No, how long?
Yes, I do that.
No, how long have you lived at that address?
I lived here for 6 months, ma'am.
And where did you live before that?
I lived on Edit Avenue with my fiance. I just moved to Swordfish Lane 2 weeks ago.
How long have you lived in Hernando County?
Since January, ma'am.
Okay, and where did you live before that?
New York, ma'am. I came out of the Christian ministry program out in Brooklyn. I had a drug problem for years, and I went to a program, came out, and I moved to Florida with my fiance.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000 each. We'll see you back in court September 25th at 9 a.m., okay? I'm sorry,
10,000 each?
8:30 a.m. I've appointed,
10,000 each?
What time?
yes, sir. I've appointed the public defender's office. Someone will be out there to talk to you soon. Bradley Granke.
Oh. No. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
2087.
You are here today for a retail theft and a violation of probation. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you, Mr. Granke?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office in both of your cases. For the violation of probation, there's no bond on that right now. We're going to get you back to court in front of, looks like Judge Toner on September 25th at 8:30 in the morning. For the petty theft, I'll set the bond at $500, and you have a court date of September 18th. And someone from the public defender's office will be out to talk to you soon, okay?
What was the court date for Toner?
September 25th.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Did I get everyone in custody?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Have a good day.